July 24, 2026. It has been a very cloudy day, and it's the pressure of the air that doesn't work with my brain. But that problem I had my whole life. And it is hard to live in that condition. It's much that I have to go and sleep because my brain be sleepy. But that I have had my whole life, and I think it's because of that I was killed as a child, that I have had that my whole life. And my daughter was here yesterday, and we were talking about migraine. And I told her that I don't have that. I have not had that for many years. But it maybe was before I was drive over in year 2018 that it was going away. And I'm thankful for in that way that the car drive over me. And so I watch television very much when it's this cloudy and different air pressure. And I also am on my computer, but on my computer I am, it's normal for me to be on my computer for some hours per day. And but on television I have watched most everything I have. I pay for some channels, and I often watch evil things on television, real, not fantasy, real criminal, evil people, men or women. And it's not bad for me. I will tell you that this is like healing for me, because I watch evil things, and I remember those evil people that I have met or I have lived with in my life, and it make me watch it, but it make me also, it make my brain to put it into where it should be, or it's throw it away. And I can watch this evil going on, because I know it's not here and now. It is what have happened, and the police have cut them, and they are in prison, or they have been killed of the society. And that's different. It's very different from to be in it when it happened and you are one of the victims. That is very different from what I watch now. And I like to watch it because it's coming up things that I remember from where it's not only in the United States when I was homeless. It was already in my childhood. I was killed when I was a child because my adopted sister, older sister, she pushed me out in the street before a truck, and I was killed. But that was not the meaning. There was not in God's plan for me that I should die as a child. So it was this. I remember it, some fragments from what's going on in that time, and those steel hands that hold my shoulder, that was not a human. It was an alien that held my shoulder. And then the light that come down on my body and placed together things inside my body that was not right in my body because it have been crashed, and they put it together, and many times in my life have the doctor told me that the body is not right. It's the heart is not on the left side on me. It's on him in the center of my body. And then when I was pregnant, the doctor said that I have more pain because the hips was crushed. I had no whole hips. They told me, and many things they told me, that this was not right. And it had been harder for the doctor to see things in my body because it's not there where it should be. And thinking about aliens, that they maybe are not built like us. And then when they should put me together and make me come back to life again, they maybe didn't know exactly how our body was built here on Earth. And so I can understand that. And it doesn't matter for me that the body is not built like for other people. It doesn't matter. But it's I think it's interesting to have come to know it. They I start to laugh because I was thinking about when I was teenager I got a television, and it was an old television because we bought a new television in our family, and it didn't work one day, and I couldn't press the button on it. So I opened it up, the television, and I go in It was this kind of television with these glass pipes. It was not like today with a computer items in it. It was this old. So I have to be careful to not crush those lines there inside with, and like a glass bulb. You maybe not understand this, you that is younger, but it was like that this was in the 60s, maybe early 70s, and it was an old television I got. And then I put it together and it was working again. And then in my hand I had many screws, those small items for the television. And I didn't know where to put them because I didn't want to go in again in the television and open up again. I opened up the back side, but I placed those screws in the bottom of the television. But it was working. But I have not placed together. And that maybe is this, that I was drive over by the track, that I have always been that. I have had interest to work technical, and I have was interested to do handcraft, but I never finish it. But the television was working anyway. I laugh about it, that it was not completed, but it was working. And that was maybe for the aliens when they put together me again. And today when I have lowered my weight because I have taken the medicine that I should take. Before I had this medicine for 11 years, but I was worried that I could not get them anymore because it was always ended. It was not, they have not done more medicine, and it was waiting for them. But today I get very much of that medicine. So now I can eat the medicine for my pancreas. I can eat as I should eat. So it is the pancreas it doesn't digest the food I eat. And so now I do it, and I lower my weight, and then I can, something new that have happened is that I can feel my forehead. It is flat. It is not rounded like other people have more rounded, but mine is total flat. And I have not knew that because I have some fat on my forehead, but I don't have any fat anymore. And it is like a plate inside my forehead. It maybe is, because the doctor have not wanted to x-ray my head. but I have a flat, hard. It's hard under the skin, like a plate, a metallic plate like that. And so it's very strange still. And I need to take some more water. You know what it means that if someone is here that tell me that it's coming someone that is going to talk here, but he have not or she have not coming through really, but I feel the streaming from it. And but I wanted to talk about this with I have met many mental sick people, and many have tried to kill me, and I could always escape because I was already in that, this to run or fight. And I don't fight, I run if there is evil things going on. And it have been both women and men that have tried to kill me. And it's not in United States only. It is have been here in Sweden also. And it is many different diagnoses I can say about these people. It was this, I have talked about the multi-personality, that women that have at least 25 different personality, and one was that could kill, and maybe had killed. And because they are not stupid, those mental sick people. It's you may be thinking it's these people that other have to take care of because they don't live a normal life and can do bad things. It's not those that you can see on their way to act, to walk, to talk. You can tell this is not mental healthy person. But there is a diagnosis that not even doctor can see, and we don't. I have a psychology, PhD in psychology, so I am aware of some, but I have not met people before when I was at the university, that we only read about famous investigator in mental illness, and then we counted out how to could know who is mental sick. So I didn't had any. I have not working with people. It was only a study. And so when it started to happen to me, and it was already in my home, mental sick people, I have hard to see it. I only saw it that it was like odd that even if I was closed into the home, I was closed in as a child. We didn't. I couldn't have any friends at home when my first that my father, he was pedophilia, and then my brother was the same, and he was more evil than my father, because he could do things to hurt. If I had a friend with me in my home, he hurt those, so they will never come back to me again. It was not me that did wrong things to new people, but I have my brother in the background, and I told you about this, that he took the shoes from the new girl I come to start to be friend with, and he didn't give her back her shoes. So she walked home crying, and it was snow outside, so she had to go without shoes in the snow, and it was not next door. It was maybe 15-20 minutes to her home, and her father come and to our home and was very, very upset, and he looked at me and say, "What have you done?" And I said, "My brother took the shoes." I said to him, and he looked at me, "What's going on with you?" I remember this. He looked at me like he understood, but he didn't understood. How can it be like your brother is so evil, and you are standing there, and you in a normal family if I had lived in a normal family, I had called my parents and told what happened, but I didn't have any parents. My mother was working the whole day, so she couldn't come home and do anything. And if I have called in the telephone, I'm 100% sure that my brother have said that you are responsible for this, and you are going to talk to mother about it. He should never take the telephone. And my father was a drinker, and they divorced when I was 10 years old. And my father moved away from our city. I couldn't call him either. I was standing there on my own with that evil things in the home. And I had told you that my brother come one day when I was watching my hair, and I was nude because I didn't want to have anything on my body, on my clothes. So I was leaning over the bathtub, and then when I just had all the shampoo, and the good thing was that I had read about to take an egg in the hair to make the hair more shiny. So I had uncracked egg in my hand when my brother came nude and started behind me and take my tits and started on the backside of me. And then I could turn around because I have water and maybe a little shampoo also on my body. So I could turn around. And then I had that egg, and I placed the egg in my brother's forehead. And that action made him lose his grip over me because the egg was running down in his face. So you have to take that away. And I ran out from the bathroom and I ran out in the staircase. We live in a house with a 5th floor. And I was standing in that staircase and was screaming at my brother that I will not coming inside the apartment as long as you are there. I need to hear that you are going with the elevator down so I can come in again. I say to him. He tried to say, come in, but I was too scared. So he put on his clothes again, and I heard that he was going into the elevator. And when it's about this with mental issues, that is they try to. He tried to hide. He hid the whole time. So he couldn't take me in, and he was frightened that someone should come and see me standing nude in the staircase. But it didn't come, and I could go in and lock the door and put on my clothes. And he was out for a long time, so everything was gone in that. But I have these evil things, and the good thing was that I could know, I learned to know when things should happen. So in 90% of the case, I could be one step before him in action, so I avoid that he did evil things on me. But this was many times. I could have a whole episode in what he did. And then it was, as I had these men in my life, plus my mother that didn't do anything about what my brother did, and never protect me from my father that did also things on me in his pedophilia way. And I didn't have any family. And today it is okay because I know my life now. I understand. This was not my family I was born in. It was a reason why I should be born into this odd and evil family, and that I didn't have any good man in my life. And I remember so much now, just now, like recently, I was like on a party with my daughter's father, and I don't remember if it was like a party, but it was some people in the room. And when we come into the room, my daughter's father started to brag and act like he was king in that place. And I was used with it, and I was not thinking about it. I let him be in that way, and I think there is many women that have been in my situation that you don't understand that you should not standing still and let, if it's a man or a woman that doing this, coming in a room where it is people that he don't know anyone of these people, and he started his acting, the mental issues acting, and standing there that he knew everything. People in the room didn't know anything. He was the leader of everyone, even if he didn't know them at all. I don't know the subject for the meeting. But then suddenly it come a woman close to him, and she was screaming very hard, angry. "What are you for a man?" she said to him. And then she turned to me and say to me, "How can you be together with him?" She looked at me, and I be shocked that she turned to me and was screaming like I don't know if I had to bring him there, but most of the time he was not going with me if I was the one that should be there. So it must have been maybe for both of us. And she was screaming. I remember it so much. It was the only true woman, truly, she screaming at me. "Why are you with him?" She said to me, very angry. And I know today. And my daughter, she is like my mother, that her, on her father's side, her grandmother was the same, that the boys was the king. They couldn't do anything wrong. They tried to, if they did or say something wrong, they always excused those men and screaming like this woman, screaming at me at what wrong they did and say. So they didn't get that kind of correction. I think I didn't look at him because I look at on the side when she starts screaming. So maybe he looked like zero. He didn't hurt her. He maybe blocked himself from her talking. So she have to screaming at me instead. I knew it's. I remember it so well. It was so very embarrassing for me to standing there. I I should have break up with him in that situation that was, because she told me this man is not something you are together with, and not a man that you make a baby with, like I wanted to do. And I make a baby with my son's father also, even if I knew I knew he was mental sick. But I thought, like most of women, I am not sure that men have this inside you, but we women, we think that, oh, I can change him. Only if we get a child together, he will change. And that maybe is for men also. But I am not a man, so I have not experienced it. Um, so I was thinking, uh, uh, and my daughter's father say that he don't want to have any children. He didn't want to have me either. He say I prefer to be a bachelor and no kids. He said to me, he had enough with himself. He was up on the crown. He didn't want to share the space with anyone. And still I was there and pushing on, because I didn't listen. I was thinking it's something he only tell me, but it changed when we get children. I was thinking. I was not thinking that I could change him, but a child could change him. And then he manipulated his daughter, so she don't want anything from me when I passed away or when I leave. I'm not here. And I have it was many years ago, I had a vision dream, and I had not had this vision dream before in that way, that I saw a vision dream about lots of my photography was laying in the trash. It was trash. No one wanted to have that photography. And it have coming true, that vision dream I had. It was just when I have coming back from United States, I started to have this vision that no one cared for those old pictures I have. I was not thinking about myself, but I have picture. Today I put an old picture on Facebook in a group that collected old picture. And it was from 1916. And my mother was in the first class in the school, a little girl, 6, 7 years old. And this kind of picture, it's going away. It's not the same thing when I take a picture of them and then I place it on my family tree, and then I send some of this picture in collections there is, but it's not the original photography. I think it's so sad that it should be burned up, because it's not any trash. It's clear picture. It's good quality on this picture, old picture. But I can't do anything. When I'm gone, I'm gone. And no one is going to remember me in the picture. My daughter is going to save everything from her father and nothing from me. He have manipulated her very much, and he have lots of money to could pay her. But I pay her today also. I was sending her money because she bought some food for me in the store, and I had not given her money, so I sent her money after that she coming home to her place. So she got, and I pay her. I pay her, and she should not see me as poor, because that's what her brother, evil brother, he told her, that the mother is so poor. Is so poor. I am poor, but not extremely poor. I have now I have retirement, and I can pay all my bills, and I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't need to go out and buy food in a restaurant. I can make my own food, so it's cheap. My life is I don't spend so much money. Sometimes I buy things for the home, but that is nice for me. But I don't buy very much. Just now I am throwing out more than what I bring in. So, because I know my daughter have told me, I don't want to have anything from you, like she hates me. So I don't need so much what I have in my home just now, but it will go away. And so this is, it's hard to know, because I was watching a film. It's an episode of Evil People, and I watch it today. I used to watch it at lunch when I sit and eat. I can't watch bad things to see, but it's a program where they sit and talk about evil things that have happened. And today it was this narcissistic and psychopathy, this mixed, that is hard to know, to separate them from each other, because they are very alike. It is they have no feeling for other people. They can't understand it. And I remember it's only one time in 16 years I live with my daughter's father, And he never kissed me, he never hugged me. I was the one that hugged him and kissed him. He never did that on me. And I have told you that he didn't like to have the intercourse like normal people because he don't wanted to have children. So we did other things. And then, but I was pregnant many times, but that I understand today it was aliens breathing on me. And but it was very strange one day when I come up to, we have 3-floor house, and I come to the television and should sit down and watch television. Then my daughter's father was sitting and crying, and he had never crying. He didn't even crying on his mother's funeral. But he was sitting and crying, and I'd be shocked. Why are you crying? I say to him. And then he say, I love you so much, I love you so much. And crying, because it was like he was fighting with emotional. It was something new for him to cry. And then he kissed me when I sit down on the side of him when he say that. And then when he have stopped crying, then he never say that and never do the same thing. It was like he was fighting with himself when he was crying. And but he have said that in words when I left. We agreed that I should leave him. And then he said that he missed me. But it's only like words. He didn't say, I love you. He said, the farmer, in Swedish is like this, the farmer not understand before the barn is empty that its value was going away and there is nothing there. That's what he was saying. That was his way to tell me that he missed me. He couldn't talk words of love. And it's hard to know if he is narcissistic or a psychopath. And that is same with my son. I don't know what diagnosis is, because no one have make a diagnosis more than this other things that ADHD, this some issues with children, and they got medicine today against it, and they can be in ordinary school. They are in special class for it. And it's hard to know what it is when mental issues is mixed. So a psychologist, a doctor, and this with psychology to do, and they can miss it. It's very hard when they are mixed mental issues. But those with multi-personality that I lived with in the United States, they are easier to understand. And I have talked about this, but it was maybe 2 years since I talked about it. So I tell you once again that when you know or you think a person have multi-personality, remember to say their name they are baptized in, not what they call themselves, because then you call for another personality in them, and you can maybe saying so the devil is coming in from them, and the devil have some names on his children, so it can happen. And the devil have also some cities. I don't know in Sweden here, but I know in United States what cities they live in. Those that is children from the devil. So he knows them in that way, how they call themselves in the name. It's one name that is very common for the children of Satan is Deb. They maybe then birth name is Deborah, and you should say Deborah. You should never say Deb to them. I know some names that you should never talk to them in those devil's name on these people, because then you wake up the devil inside them, and that can be dangerous. So this is what I'm telling you, that I do healing by watching television, because I'm not there. I only remember, and then I remember some things that I have forgotten. It was like that, and I take it out from my brain and trash it and heal me. And it's someone here, so I don't know what they want to tell you. You know I have aliens in my home, and I call them spirits, because it's the same thing there. It's hard to know if it's spirits or if it's alien, because they are close to each other. Aliens is not demons. Some people have called me that I have demons in me, because I'm talking about aliens and UFO. But if you have listened to my podcast, you know they are coming here to talk to you about many things that is positive healing, and warning you to, like I have told you many times, that God doesn't like suicide, so don't do that. That's going to be hard for you in afterlife, where they're going to place you in afterlife. I'm very dry in my throat, and because he drive me out to this, that he's going to talk, and I don't know just now what will be. He is saying, have they not coming yet? He's talking about some of you are investigator in UFO aliens. So he's talking about you. I know, I understand it. So why have you not coming yet? We have promised that we are going to show up when there is much people here that is serious people that want to know about us. He's saying that to me. And now I see who he is, what kind of alien he is. He is one of these that have no flesh. He have no body like us. He is a skeleton almost, but his face is built like a face, but not a human face. And he's standing here, and he is upset that no one is taking contact with me, so I can tell about. I think they are going to talk by themselves, and they don't need me to talk what they are saying to me in telepathy, because they are going to teach you about telepathy so you can hear them. I say to him that have not been any interest. I have got a listener from most every country in the world that we can reach. There is some countries that doesn't have internet, public internet. And so they maybe go abroad somewhere and listen, but then it is another country they are in. So I have some on my map that there is no one have listened to this podcast. But most every country, I got some new countries almost every day. And it was some, today I think the name was Guam, a small island. And some of these small island, it's a territorium, but it's they have their own self-demand countries, but they are under United States, many, but they have their own president, their own leadership, their own rules. So, and it's in some of these countries they can have only an area. America have areas here in Sweden, up in the north. They have their rocket science. They have these shuttles up in the north of Sweden also, but it's not big. It's not with people in them, but they have some investigations in robots station up in the north. So America can have some small areas in many countries, and the same with Russia and Japan and China. So I can't see it. I think it's that country, but it doesn't. It can be tourists in that country that listen. But most of the countries is there on my map. But no one have taken contact with me. And he's saying that. And I say to him that as we are talking in telepathy, you are talking in telepathy to me, the people can't hear you, so that's why I am talking for you. And so it's hard for them to know that you are here just now. He is about I think 4 or 5 long, tall. He's not an average man in Sweden, and I don't know if it's a man because he have no genitals. He don't have anything that show me if it's a woman or a man. He is a mixed. He is no gender, like I have told you. It doesn't need to have any gender. Why should I have any gender when they are not making any babies in that way that we do here on Earth? They do, like he's showing me that they do babies in the lab of what they take from us here on Earth. And they may be taken from other planets also. He's showing me. It's someone, he have someone with him now that is shorter than himself. But this is, what can like 120 centimeters, 1 meter, and is it 200 millimeters? So he's a smaller one, but I still can't know if it's his child or is another race of these aliens. And he's turning around now. He is going to leave, but he don't leave my apartment, but he leave this conversation. So I thank him for coming here and try to make you visit me. You need to visit me because I'm so old, so it's I be more fragile and fragile to live here on Earth. One thing, it was my daughter's birthday, July 16, and I didn't remember that. I'm not dementia, but I'm not anymore close to this planet anymore. I am on my way to leave this planet. So if you want to know, you need to come and visit me and talk to these aliens that is in my home. So it's time for me to leave now, because he's leaving also. I feel a little of him in my spine, but it is soon over. So he left now. In the conversation, he left. So I say God bless you, because I know there is a God, but it must be someone that put together everything in the universe. So that is a God, but it is not a religion. It's someone higher than higher. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.